Hey guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to Terrific Tuesday. Beautiful day out once again. The sun's out. Frigid cold, but a beautiful, beautiful winter day here in Connecticut. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Yeah, not much of an explanation, but there is an explanation. Guys, don't torture yourself. Don't play when you're not feeling well. There's a reason for it, a real good reason for it, and I'll get to that in a second. I've not played today. Let's see what we got. As usual, double C's that Maynard would kill for, and a Brandenburg that Maurice would feel very comfortable with. Anyway, not a mark on the lips. Do we try to push through when we're not feeling well? Do we try to play when we've got a cold? Do we try to play when we've got the flu? Do we try to play when sore throat? What about a bad back? What about a cold sore? Guys, this came to fruition this weekend with a couple of my students, and it's something to be said for. Now, let me give you a little background. Back in the day, I was the first one to play when I was sick. Oh, I'm a man. I torture. I can't miss my 2-hour warm up. First one to do that. And guys, that's the worst thing you can do, if you can help it. Now, I understand professionals. I am not a professional player anymore. I was for many years. I understand what you're saying, and you cannot get in the habit, especially if you're freelancing, just call in sick if you're a little under the weather. You can't do that. You have to make your money. You can't let another guy into your spot. I understand that completely. Okay? And if that's the case, do what you got to do. I strongly suggest that you keep, if you do have to play, you keep it to a minimum, and at all costs, just play in a whisper, if you can. If you're playing a Maynard Ferguson solo, swallow that mic. Tell the engineer you're having a bad day. Tell him to crank it up and play MacArthur Park in a whisper, if that's what you need. Guys, here's the deal. If you are weak for whatever reason, guys, and you don't have the compression, you don't have the the muscular core compression to offset the compression we have up here, there's only one thing that can possibly make you go higher. That's stretch it. That's the only thing. Now, it may sound all right for a little while, but that is as you know, tightening the corners and stretching is a very, very insidious thing, and you just don't want to go there. You know as well as I do, you know what I'm going to say. Take the day off. Take 2 days off. If it's a flu, take 10 days off if you have to. I have no problem with that. I think that is better for your chops. I've told you a zillion times, it is better for your chops to not play at all, than play incorrectly. And I mean that sincerely. Don't do it. Now, one of my students, who I haven't seen for quite a while, actually, an excellent player, and went to the intensive, came here to the intensive. He left here with the most hellacious G's, A's, and B flats you've ever heard in your life, along with all the dexterity and the jazz player. He's from Las Vegas, terrific player. I thought he was off to the races. I haven't heard from him, very little, since the summer. He was doing all right since the intensive, but all of a sudden, he got a cold sore right in front and right at the base of the teeth. It kept getting infected. Playing would irritate it and whatnot, and it kept on getting worse and worse, to the point where he actually changed from 1SS to a Reeves mouthpiece to try to get a little bigger circumference, which would allow him not to play on. Now, the minute he got the Reeves, he collapsed, and I got an email from him out of the blue. I'm way off. I'm thinking of not doing the mouthpiece anymore. Okay, well, I offered him, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. Now, I didn't know about the cold sore at the time. I mean, I don't force anybody to do this. But I said, look, you were doing so well. I know you can get it back. Give me a lesson. Give me a lesson, one lesson, and a 10-minute quickie during the week. So I gave him a lesson on Thursday. And he said, well, this is what I've been doing. I've been warming up doing this, warming up. And the guy that had it 6 months before had no compression at all. No compression at all. He was playing high notes and all this, but he got completely off. I said, okay, play a C scale. Fuzzy, no compression at all. I said, okay, spit buzz a C scale. First of all, the only note that he could spit buzz, the lowest note that he could spit was the middle C. He couldn't even get down to the low C. That's how tight his chops had gotten in the time that I had seen him last. When I finally got him down, God, that low C almost sounds like feels like you're playing trombone. Now, if you ever played trombone, it's not, but it feels very, very flappy, for lack of a different word. Make sure you're getting down to the low C and not the middle C when you spit buzz. He spit buzzed one scale, played the C scale, and he was back. He was back. Okay, I had another student yesterday. I hadn't talked to him in a long time. He was doing quite well. He didn't study with me as much as the guy from Las Vegas did, but he gave me doing quite well. I think I gave him 2 lessons. I think he bought the book, the Manifesto book, I think, and I owed him a freebie. Well, he was off, okay? And guys, when I'm telling you, he was so tight. So tight. I mean, he could barely get out a low C. Get out a low C. He could grind out a high F, but it was strained, out of tune. Oh, dude, what happened? Okay? Same thing. Spit buzz, spit buzz, spit buzz. Now, his was caused by a bad back. Okay? If you've ever had a bad back, depending on where it is and the severity is, and whether it's a muscle thing or a joint or whatever, depends on what it is. But the back is part of it, man. It's one of the reasons I do kettlebell. It's great for your back. I've never had a back problem, knocking on wood. But he couldn't blow correctly. Once again, we got him spit buzzing. Boom. He was playing in 20 minutes. He was playing better than he had when I heard him months ago. Guys, if you're playing wrong, you can't play wrong. Now, if you're a professional, I understand you can't just say, oh, by the way, I'm not coming in tonight. Okay? I understand that. If you need the money, I understand it completely. And if that's the case, you got to do what you got to do. But if you have a choice, do not play when you're sick. Incapacitated. A cold sore technically isn't sick. A bad back technically isn't sick. Okay? Do not do it. Take the time off. Enjoy the respite from the rigors of the trumpet, if that's what you will. Rest up. Get yourself back. And do it. Do not play sick. Words to live by. Love you all. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables, and you won't get sick. Guys, I haven't been sick in so long. I don't remember the last time I was sick. I had poison ivy. I had a root canal. But flu, I don't remember the last time I was sick. Anyway, that's the secret. And you want to know the truth? That is one of the reasons I got into the whole health nut biz. When I started freelancing, I realized with these calls coming in, I couldn't say, no, I can't make it. If Mel Broyles tells me, Ralphie, can you get down to St. Patrick's Cathedral in about an hour and a half? And I say, no. Guys, you can't do it. That's the life of a freelancer. That you have to be available. And 2 weeks to the flu is not a good thing. That's one of the reasons I got into being a health nut. Anyway, that's that. Eat and drink fruits and vegetables, and we'll talk more tomorrow. And live your life with true power.